Okay. Right. So we are live now. We are live now on the Pink Room Show. I just want to apologize for the little delay because we had a little bit of technical issues. But thanks to the team, we figured it out. We are live now. Today is another day. We have in our June episodes, and I'm live now on the Pink Room Show with this wonderful lady. I'm going to tell you how I met this lady and how I managed to pull her on the Pink Room Show. Okay, so if you're watching, thank you. I've seen people tuning in already. Thank you. Please, whilst you tune in, this is an interactive talk show. Share your comments, like, and also share this talk show to your friends and families wherever, all over the world. Let them tune in and join this interesting and educative conversation that we have in live on the Pink Room Show. Because today is a different topic altogether. We're discussing about something very critical, right? That both women and men are always talking about. This is something that men says that this is what we want. Okay, so are they having it or not? All right, so on the Pink Room Show, we have our three segments that we do every month. All right, so we have our funny segment, we have our what is going on segment, and we have our main topic that we discuss on the show. All right, so I had a message. Somebody said that we didn't see you last month. All right, I'm so sorry. I apologize for that. Last month was my birthday. I needed a break. Okay, I needed a break, so I went for some holidays just to chill. So please, we are back as we always give to you. All right, so please don't forget to subscribe to Roy Network now on YouTube. We are live on Aberdeen TV, Nigeria, YKA TV, and also Roy Network now. So please, if you tune in, click on the subscribe button on Roy Network. Wherever you're watching that from, thank you for the likes. God bless you. Thank you so much. So before we ask you to introduce yourself to us, right? So we're gonna go through this. So our funny segments, okay. Our funny segment. So my audience asking me to ask you, right? That's this snake, okay? Snake. You know snake. If we ask you to sleep with a snake on the same bed, would you be able to do it?
Sleep with a snake on a
Snake
sandbag.
on the same bed. Would you do it?
Uh, what would be the reason? Is it a good cause or am I doing it just to do it?
Right. Okay. So, right. We have to put something on it for you. So if we say, okay, thank you. Thank you. So if we say sleep with a snake on the same bed for £5,000 or $5,000, would you do it?
No, no.
No,
I'll pass.
you're
I'll
not.
pass.
Okay, what if we increase the money for you? Say $10,000. Will you do it?
Is this a poisonous snake?
Of course. We just
No.
want to try. We just want to see if you are that brave. No, it's a no, no. Right, not for $10,000. Not for ten
I love
thousand
my life.
dollars. It's a no, no. Right. I understand. I like. Our guest is saying that she loves her life, right? So the money is nothing. She has to cherish her life, and it's important for you to keep your life. Life is too precious to juggle with it. So thank you for that. All right. So our next segment, right, is our what is going on segment. Okay. What is going on segment? So on social media some time ago, right? We saw it live on social media that a lady in the US shot the husband dead. Right. She was complaining that the husband is not helping. Right. It's not helping her with a house choice and whatever it is. And then she shoots this her husband live on Facebook. Today what our topic that we're talking about is connected to this, incident. So what is your take about this that happened live on social media, that a lady killed or shot her own husband or partner live on social media? What is your take about it? What is going on?
Ah, the world is going crazy. That's
It
what's
is
going on.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
what's going on. Because
That's
taking
it.
somebody else just
Mm,
because they want help with the chores, is it really, really, really worth taking somebody else's life? Or would you
that's
just
it.
go ahead and do the chores? Or would
Mm,
you just leave the husband? Like, if you got all these complaints, let's just leave. Let's not take somebody's life. And then now you make a lot of other people suffer. So it's too much craziness going on. That's what's
that's
going on
it.
in the world.
Honestly, and this thing happened right in front of the children. Happened right in front of the children. And also, I think the woman's mother was there, the lady's mother was also there, and like you said, the world is going crazy. We always talk about abuse, we always talk about things that is going on in this world in relationship on the Pink Room Show. We have some few people come and share about their life and the abuse that they've been through. And what we always tell you is that if you are in a relationship and you see that it's not going the way you expect it to go, or it's not going right, or there's any form of abuse, you better come out. You better come out. Don't stay in there, because when people go through depression, it affects their mental health, which can lead them to do many, unforeseen things that will cause damage, to the other partner, or and yourself too, and the children, that you have brought to this world. So our advice is that, like we always show on the Pink Room Show, please don't stay there till it gets out of hand. So thank you so much for this segment, our funny segment. Our guest said that she is a no. She loves her life and she's never going to lie on the same bed with any snake, regardless the amount that she will receive, $10,000. All right, because she is in the US, right? So no for her. All right. So thank you so much. And our what's going on segment, we also spoke about a lady who shot her husband live on Facebook. Okay, so if you tune in, this is Princess Roy live now on the Pink Room Show with my wonderful guest. I'm going to let her introduce herself to you before we go into the main segment for today. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for your comments already. Please share the link. And please also don't forget to hit the subscribe buttons and also like, and share your comment. All right. Every question that you have, please do share. All right. Okay. So we just want you to introduce yourself. I met this lady, right, on Instagram. And the things that she does, she's more like an influencer and she does amazing stuff. Honestly, when we finish this show, she will leave her contact and everything. Whatever you want, to know, please don't hesitate. Go look for her on Instagram and learn and see the things that she's doing to impact the world and women all over the world. So please introduce yourself to us.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing
Yeah,
today? Hello,
right,
so my name is Always Smiling. I am a spiritual life coach, and
right.
I do that on my part-time job, but then I am a HP specialist, so I'm a machinist, and I'm pretty much out and about in God's world, trying to get people to get to know themselves, get to love themselves, so they can
Right.
walk strong, firm, bold, and courageous in
Right.
this world that we are living in. That's the only way that we will survive in
Say,
this world that we are living in, seeking the good in
mm,
everything that we go through and do not entertain the
mm,
bad. So I'm
that's
just that person that's out and about in the world, just trying to lead by example. That's
Right,
all I do. I don't really have a big title. I'm just leading by example, trying to
right.
inspire, trying to encourage, and
Mm,
helping people find the good in themselves so they can love themselves, so they can
mm.
live an upright, righteous life on God's
That's
word. So
that's
that's
it.
me. Yeah.
And you're doing amazing, honestly. You're doing amazing. I've been following you for some time now, and what you do, the things that you do and how you communicate, is very great. It's awesome. It teaches us to know how to deal with ourselves, our spiritual lives, and how we can have faith, and how we can be empowered. So thank you so much for what you're doing for the world. And thank you once again for coming on the Pink Room Show, because I think it's been a while I've been trying to get you on the Pink Room Show, isn't it? I don't know, maybe you weren't sure about what is this? What is this woman trying to, pull me into, right? But this is it. It's just a talk show that, like I've told you before, that we used to empower the world. We used to educate the world. We used to, educate relationships, empower women all over the world. And also we have a charity that we work with, so we do go all over the world and support the needy and the poor and children on the street. So that's what we do. And we have other TV stations that partners with us: YKA TV, Aberdeen TV, and Roy Network. So that's what we do. So it is not anything strange, but all we do is to impact into the world, right? So no, so today our topic that we're going to talk about is, why do some women disrespect their husbands or partners, right? Or what's, let me put this, I was thinking about this, like, what will make a woman disrespect her husband? I think that makes more clearer and make more sense. What do you think? What will make a
Yeah.
woman to disrespect their husband?
It can be good, it can be bad.
Right.
Let's start with the let's start with the well, it can't be good and bad. Let me take it back. It's gonna
That's
be bad no matter what who you disrespect your husband. I don't know why I put good in there. But most of the time it's either that individual, the lady, has something that she's been battling, she's been fighting, and she don't even understand herself what she's going through. So what
mm,
she does is, instead of working on her and fixing her, she take it out on everybody.
right.
Everybody that comes to her space, her kids, her
Mhm.
husband, her mom, at the job, because it's something within herself that she needs to fix. So she has to take accountability of
Mhm.
whatever it is she's battling, because only she knows that. And so we tend to lash out at our loved ones and they don't
Right.
even understand what's going on.
Going on.
The second thing it be,
Mhm.
the husband may have cheated or was
Why?
rude in whatever way it could be. But friend,
Mhm.
if you
Mhm.
chose to stay there with your husband, you chose, you had a choice. You had a
That's
choice to leave, you had a
mm,
choice to stay. So, friend, if you chose to stay with your husband and he
mm,
cheated on you, you still do not have the right to be rude,
mm.
mean, nasty in no way, shape, form, or fashion, because we have to still have self control. A
Say.
woman should be strong, firm,
Mm,
bold, courageous, and you should have self control in every situation. So if you
mm,
chose to stay in that situation, you have to learn
mm,
how to forgive, you have to learn how to forget, and you have
mm.
to move on. When you start being disrespectful in any form or fashion, you still
Right.
have the problem. It's not the husband, okay, he cheated, but you chose to stay there. So if you chose
Right.
to stay there, you have to figure out, how are
Mm,
you as an individual going to learn how to trust that husband again? You cannot continue to say, well, you did this, and every time he go out of the house, you worried about what he doing. Friend, you have to leave
mm,
if you do not learn how to forgive and let go, because once you forgive, you're supposed to forget. You
mm,
cannot forgive and still hold that over his head. And then now
mm,
you nasty, you mean, you
mm,
rude. You have to
mm.
go before God and you have to ask for forgiveness. You have to have
Forgiveness.
a forgiving heart at all times, because a
Right.
woman supposed to be loving and kind and
Mm,
gentle. We don't supposed
mm.
to walk around being tough, rough, and just out of control. So we have to
Yes,
pay. We have to pray for control, ladies. You have to pray for control, and it starts with
control.
you. Personal
Mm-hmm.
responsibility.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think we having a bit of okay. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Good. Okay. Because we had to cut off a bit from there. So, just as you said, no matter whatever your partner will do, you have to control. As long as you have decided to be in that relationship, then you have to, respect. But what do you think is so many men says that to men, right? Respect is love. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, respect should be, yeah, because if you love someone, you will never disrespect them. You
Right.
know, and in the Bible it says, love your husband, love your wife as you love yourself.
Love
So
yourself.
if
Yeah.
you don't love yourself, then you can't love no one else. So I'm gonna
Right.
always say it starts with self. Personal
Mm,
responsibility. Take accountability of your flaws. It's two
right.
imperfect people coming together as one.
Mm,
Once
yeah.
you become one, that don't mean be my mom. That don't mean I be my husband mama, and that don't mean my husband be my daddy. What we
Mm,
need to do is inspire and encourage and bring the good out of one another, and then help one another with whatever it is we struggling with. That's what we do when we come together as one. So if
right.
you feel like you are not ready to come
Mm,
together as one, ladies or men,
yeah.
stop going into relationships. You're not
Right.
ready. Teach you,
That's it.
work on you before you
Mm,
step into a marriage, because a marriage is sacred. You go
mm,
before God and you make a promise before
right.
God how you're going to be kind, you're going to be gentle. Love does not boast. You know, it's so many things. Love is
Mm,
patient. Love is
yeah.
kind. So no
Yeah.
matter what you are going through, whatever what you have to realize is, I have my own problems.
Right.
Okay. I go to work. I have my work problems. I have my
Yeah.
own imperfections. I have things that I am dealing with. Okay. So I have to continue to fix me and work on me, because my husband don't know what I battle each and every day. So
That's
I
it.
can't say, well, I had a bad day and my husband didn't hug on me and love on me. Okay, you had a bad day. I need you to fix you and I need you to work on you, and you need to find out, why did I have this bad day? So I
Mm,
won't have this bad day again tomorrow. Quit
yeah.
bringing your baggage home from work. Quit
Mm,
bringing it home. Release
right.
it to the atmosphere. Before you come into your house should be peaceful.
That's
Quit
it.
bringing baggage into your house. And if you
Right.
bring it into the house, then guess what? That's when stress comes into the house.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
many things that we as individuals, we have to work on. You
Right.
have to take accountability of being wrong sometimes. But
Right.
if we both respect one another, no matter what it is, if my husband
Mm,
say, "Hey, you're too loud," and I
mm,
say, "Okay, I have to respect my husband because Jimmy, because I'm a loud person, he's a quiet person, because what? The opposites attract." What I'm gonna say?
right.
Oh, I'm grown. Oh, I'm grown. I
Mm,
can still do what I want to do. I don't care. I'm gonna be loud if I want to. No, you being
mm,
disrespectful. Your
that's it.
husband wants. And I had to learn this stuff, ladies. This ain't nothing that I've been doing. This is something
Mm,
I learned when I start my healing journey, when I started learning how
right.
to work on me, fix
Mm,
me, and to receive things that people said about me that wasn't good about me. I had to
yeah.
fix me. Once
Mm,
you start fixing you, life is much better.
that's
Fixing you
it.
will set you free. It will set you free. You know what I'm
That's
saying? You
it.
won't bring all
Yeah.
that baggage
Yeah.
and the worldly stuff. You won't bring it into your house no more. See, you're trying
Mm,
to live like a friend living, but you really don't know what your friend got to go through to live how she living. No,
right.
enjoy your lot. Your lot is your life. Enjoy the life that you got. Seek the good
Mm,
in everything. Everything else that comes to steal, kill, and destroy you, friend, you have to let it go.
let it
Quit
go. Yeah.
entertaining things that's not good for you, because
That's
good will never find you or your marriage. And you're
that's
going to
it.
continue to suffer. So it's, how bad do you want change in your everyday life? It's up to you, friend. It's up to me.
That's
It's
it.
up to us.
That's it. I think when we start from that stage, the stage whereby, you know, can you hear me?
I hear you. Yep.
Right. Okay. So when we start from the foundation of the marriage, like you said, right? I hear people or some of the pastors saying that you need to marry someone that you think or that you can respect, right? You can just go and choose any man and marry in the name of I'm in love, right? Because if you end up marrying someone that you feel like you can't respect, that will be a big problem. You can't respect that man, no matter whatever he does. You cannot respect him.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
let's talk about that foundation. The beginning of choosing the partner, the right partner, because many of our generations now, they don't care about all this. We don't think about all these things, right? That you have to be careful. Don't just jump into any relationship or any marriage in the name of I'm falling in love, or maybe I have feelings, right? Or rather, you have to choose someone that you feel like he can be your head. So if the person you're choosing cannot be your head, and you cannot submit to the person, then there's no point for you to jump into marriage into with that person.
Correct.
Right.
I
So
agree.
yeah, so what do you want to add to what I've said, what I just said, please?
So I'm a firm believer.
Right.
Before, I'm gonna always go back to accountability.
Right.
Most people don't even know what they want from their
Exactly.
mate. They
Right.
just want to say they have a husband. They just want to say they have a wife. No,
Mm,
like you said, the foundation. I
right.
need to make sure my husband or my wife is feeding my soul.
That's it.
You can look good all day long,
Hmm.
but if you look good, but you don't know how to communicate to me, you don't know
Right.
how to hold me on my bad days.
Right.
You don't know how to lead me. You don't know how
Mm,
to protect me. You don't know how
right.
to guide me. All you know how to do is go to work. See, a lot of
Right.
people don't know what they want. You have to know what you want when it comes to going into a relationship. And to
Right.
me, what's very important when you go into a relationship, when you go on them dates, ladies and men, make sure they feeding your spirit.
Right.
If they ain't feeding your spirit, because guess what? You can't build nothing off looks. So you have to know what you want. Make sure
Exactly.
they feed your spirit. I like to
Right.
tell people to go into these dates with a blindfold on. So you can't
Mm,
even see how the person look. You can't even see how the
right.
person look. You fall in love with them feeding your spirit. Let
That's
them
right.
feed your spirit. They nurture you. And
That's
then you
it.
done fell in love with what they telling you. And then now, because sometimes
Mm,
people can feed spirit, and only
mm,
because they done learned something. Now I need you to take another couple 30 days, and I need
right.
you to watch their actions. Is their
Mm,
actions speaking volume?
right.
Is it speaking anything to you? Because if it
Mm,
ain't speaking nothing to you, I need you to go ahead and move to the next person. Move to
same.
the next person. Stop
Right.
rushing into relationships. Most people
Mm,
say, well, I just want a man that got a house, a man that got a
not
car,
just
a man
no,
that got
man.
good credit.
No,
Okay,
that's the
well, what
thing.
happens, friend, when
Mm,
he don't have a good job no more? If he don't have
mm,
a good job no more, then guess what? He can't pay on them bills no more. And then guess what?
right.
His credit probably gonna go bad. And then guess
Mm,
what? You still got a problem because you didn't go into the relationship not looking for nothing materialistic. Stop
mm,
going into relationships looking for materialistic things. Go into the
right.
relationship and y'all build as a team. You bring something to the table, he brings something to the table.
Something to
And
take
when
on.
he lose that job, you should be
Right.
working a job to where you can take on everything that he can't take on at that moment. Because
That's
y'all supposed to be building one
mm,
another up to build that foundation nice and strong. So you both gonna always win on purpose. Not,
that's
oh,
it.
he ain't got money no more. He broke. Okay, well,
Mm,
he broke, friend. But why
mm,
you can't pay bills, ladies?
that's
Why
it.
y'all can't go
Right.
buy your own pocketbook, ladies? Why
Right.
can't you just accept? what your
Mm.
husband or your boyfriend bring you. You know how many ladies I see that,
Mm.
okay, your birthday coming. Okay, mind you, your husband got all you want him to take care of the bills, keep the
Right.
grass cut, take on his own things that he got to worry about. Then he got to worry about work. He got to worry about all this stuff. Your birthday coming. All you had to do is say, okay, my birthday coming. Let
Right.
me tell my husband some stuff that I like. Write it
Mm.
down. You know how many
Mm.
ladies say, well, he should already know we've been together 20 years. Okay, he should,
Right.
but he don't have to. Why he got to keep up with that?
That's it.
You know
Mm.
what you like. Go ahead
Mm.
and write it down. Better
Right.
yet, if you
Mm.
see your husband extra busy, ladies, won't you just go ahead and say, babe, this what I did. My birthday coming up next month. Oh, you been real busy. So this what I went on ahead and planned for us. Why
Mm.
can't sometimes you take your own self out with you and your husband for your birthday, ladies? I mean, quit putting
Right.
all responsibility on the men, ladies.
Mm. That's
What
it.
are you bringing to the table? But
Yeah.
now you want to be rude, you want to be disrespectful, and you can't
Mm.
even go out here and buy your own self a car. You can't go out here and buy your own self a house. You can't go out here and do nothing because your credit sucks. What you need to
Right.
be doing is focusing on you and your own personal responsibilities and make sure your credit getting good while God done brought two people together as one. Start working
That's
on
it.
your credit. Start working on your behavior problems. Start working on the things that you need to fix in yourself and you cheer your husband on. So it's a
Mm.
lot of things that
Mm.
people as individuals need to work on within themselves. You want
Mm.
everybody else to cater to you, but all the things you want from everybody else, you can't even give it to yourself. So if you can't give it to yourself, why do you got the expectation
That's
so
it.
high
Right.
for
Mm.
somebody else to do all these amazing, wonderful things for you? Who told you that that's how it's supposed to work? Because I don't recall seeing that nowhere in
Right.
the word. I saw
Mm.
that a man is a provider, yes,
Mm.
but that don't
Mm.
mean the man supposed to pay all the bills. And look, friend, if my husband paying all the bills, guess what? That don't mean I'm gonna sit at home and just do nothing. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna still
Right.
go to work. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
still save money up. And I'm gonna take my money and go to the grocery store. I'm gonna take my
Mhm.
money to pay bills. I mean,
Mhm.
not bills, but to go on trips. I'm gonna take my money. We're gonna save that money for a rainy day, friend. And then when hard times come, you say, baby, it's okay. You've been taking care of things all this time. Get
Mm.
what? Let me take care of this for a little bit.
Yeah.
Make him feel good. Make him happy that he married a good,
Mm.
strong woman.
Man,
Stop
that's it.
wanting so much, ladies. You want your
That's
nails done. You want your hair done. Why you can't go get that done
mm.
yourself? He got to go
Mm.
get his own haircut. He got to go buy his own shoes. He got to go buy his own underclothes. He got to go buy his own socks. And he just got to go take care of his own personal responsibilities. Go get your
Mm.
own stuff you need. And then when he decide to give you a few dollars to go get your hair done, be thankful. Not, oh,
That's
this all
it.
you gonna give me? No, you be thankful because first of all, who told you that that's his
Right.
responsibility?
Right.
Who told you that?
Right.
A lot of women think that a man, that's their responsibility. No, the man supposed to protect you. The man
Mm.
supposed to set a tone, but you supposed to
Right.
come together as one to build so you can have better. So a lot of
Right.
women bitter because they want their husbands or they significant other to take on all these responsibilities and they don't do nothing. You ain't bringing nothing to the table. You ain't doing nothing
Right.
but driving this thing crazy and stressing them out, friend. Who told
Right.
you that's how marriage
Exactly.
supposed to be? So we need to work on us. I'm gonna always say we have to work on us.
On us. Yeah, exactly. I do agree with you 100%. I'm having messages come in, right? Someone is saying, a woman is saying that she wanted to work, but when after marrying the husband told her not to work anymore. The husband said, you have to be at home, you have to be a housewife, don't work anymore. I'm going to provide for you. But I mean, now when she's asking for something, it's a big issue. So in this case, she's asking, what should she do? Anytime she
Okay,
wants to go and work, the husband says, no, you're supposed to be at
okay,
home, take care of the kids. But what she wants, she has a lot of needs, but that she can't meet the needs. But the husband is not allowing her to work, and she, like you said, a woman she needs stocks, right? So she's asking us, what should she do now? What can she do?
So those are the things, ladies, that
Mm.
we need to talk to our boyfriends before they become our husbands
Thank you.
to make sure that your
Lay down the
husband wants you to work.
foundation and the principles. Let them know
Make
your
sure your
values. Right.
you have to
That's
make sure your husband wants you to
mm,
work, because you do have some men that really follow. I'm the provider.
right.
I go work. You
Mm,
stay home. You take care of the house, because the lady really
yeah.
supposed to take care of the house. That's
Mm,
just what our job is. It is what it is, ladies. That's why I say, be careful before you act to be married, because there's a lot of stuff that comes with being
right.
married. Yeah, I'm tired, and yeah, I don't want to clean up all the time. No, I don't want to wash clothes all the time. But that's my job. I want my husband to be proud of me, and I want him to be proud of the woman that he picked. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I still fall short of the glory. Sometimes I
Right.
still drive my husband crazy, but now I'm trying my best not to drive him so crazy. So we have to make sure we know all the important things before we step. That's why I say, when you go on these dates and stuff, that's an interview, friend. You need to be
Yeah.
seeing what your husband really want from a woman,
Right.
because if he start
Yes.
naming all this stuff and you like, whoa, I need to go to work because I want my own, because I'm here to tell you it ain't
Yeah.
fun. Then all of a sudden you think, ooh, I'm gonna get me a husband and I ain't gonna work.
Mm,
Okay, and
mm,
now you can't spend no money, and he's over all the money, and you gotta ask every time you want something. So honestly, I don't really have good advice to give her. I'm sorry, because if
right.
she went into that marriage and he is a man that does not want his wife to work,
So,
that's
yeah.
he's the head of the house. And
Mm,
honestly, women really don't pose to work, so it's a plus when we do get to go out and work. But see, they done passed these equal laws, so man and woman, we equal. But
yeah.
some people are still living on the old laws. That's why you have to
Yeah.
know what your
Mm,
husband wants from you. But I'm still here to tell you, friend,
yeah.
I want you to go before God, and I need you to
Right.
start praying. And I need you
Right.
to ask God to help
Mm,
you and your husband with this
right.
current situation. Only
Right.
God is going to be able to give you all the right answers you
Yeah.
need when it comes to, is it even a good idea for you to be going to work if you got small kids? Because if you got
Mm,
small kids, that's a full-time job right there. Or
yes.
maybe your husband will let
Mm,
you do a job online. So when the
right.
kids go to
Yeah. Yeah.
school, maybe you can work 5 hours a day. It's so many
Right.
things, but I need you to go before God first, because I need you to ask God to give you answers, give you wisdom, give you understanding, give you guidance. So
Mm,
whenever you do go and talk to your
mm,
husband will be able to receive what you're saying, and he'll
yeah.
start thinking about what you are saying.
For
And
sure.
don't get
Yeah.
mad. Don't get mad if at first he
Mm,
say no. What I need you to continue to do is pray. And I need you to trust and believe, if it's meant
yeah.
for you to work, friend,
Mm,
that
mm,
let God take on that responsibility. You
that's
wait
it.
patiently on the Lord for answers, and you
Right.
continue to be a good wife. You continue to
Mm,
be a good mom, and you continue to let God fix everything that He will fix in your marriage. If that's the only problem you ain't got no problems at all. I'm just here to tell you, you ain't
right.
got no problems at all, because a full-time job,
Right.
being a wife and a mother taking care of kids is a
Mm,
full-time job. But friend,
it
let me
is.
ask you one other thing. If is your kids in school? Because if your kids are in school, how
Right.
about, won't you volunteer at school? Won't you tell your husband, guess what? I thought
Mm,
since the kids are in school, I can volunteer. Be a volunteer. Go volunteer
right.
at the schoolhouse. That little
Mm,
volunteer job can maybe turn into a part-time job. And then you still get you
right.
some extra money. It's so many things that you
Right.
can do. But where you start off
Mm,
with that at, going before God. Let God give you all the right answers at the right time. In the meantime, you continue to be a
right.
good wife, be a good mom, and
Mm,
you keep moving, you keep
right.
pushing at the right time. If it's meant for you,
mm,
can't nobody take away the plans that God already has for your life. You continue to be fruitful
mm.
in faith with your walk. God to take care of the rest. God to take care of the rest.
Right,
So you don't have to
right,
think so hard about it. Don't think so hard
mm,
about it. Don't come to pass if
right,
it's meant for you to, friend.
right. Right. It makes sense. What you say now is, I do understand. I agree with you, because at the end of the day, she's already in the situation already, like you said. Right. She's already in the situation. This is why we always do this and tell you the new generation, or the young ones that are coming. Right. The youth. You need to be careful. Don't just jump into any relationship in the name of, I'm in love, I have feelings, I have this. Now the situation now is dicey, because we can't tell you much what to do. We're not going to tell you that leave the marriage. We're not going to tell you that, fight your husband, because why? You are already in there. Right. So this is what my friend is saying. She is saying that now that you are there, you need to pray. That's the only thing you can do, because you're already in it now. You are already in the situation now, and there's nothing we can do. We cannot tell you to come out from the marriage. What conversation, what discussion, or what interaction did you have with your partner before you got married? You see, this is what we always say, and this is what we keep on advising people on the Pink Room Show. Don't just jump into anything in the name of, I'm just in love. You need to know and talk about, like she said, talk about all this kind of thing. Talk about it. Bring all this about my job, what I, because some men, right? They know who you are. They know what you're doing. They know what you're doing. But the moment you get married, this same man will tell you to stop your job. So before you say I do, all these things has to be in a conversation. You have to communicate about this before you make any decision to go put that ring on that finger, or go rush yourself into doing all this massive wordings that is going everywhere. People, everyone wants to marry, every woman wants to put on ring, but you don't even know what you're going into. You have no clue what you're going into. Marriage is not about the wedding, the white thing, the garment, or whatever you were. There's more deeper things into it than what you think.
Yep.
What you think. Because trust me, until you live together with someone under the same roof for many years, you will never get to know the person. That is why communication is very important. So, like my dear has already said, she said that there's nothing we can say about this now. We know that it's very difficult for you to be a working mom, or a working person, an independent woman, and after you married and your husband says stop working, stay at home, and be, a housewife. It's quite difficult. But we can't say anything. What she's saying is that you need to pray. That's what you have to do now. All right. So thank you. If you're watching, this is the Pink Room Show with Princess Roy. We are live now on YKA TV, Aberdeen TV, and Roy Network. Right. If you're watching, please share the link. We are all over the social media now. Share the link wherever you're watching us from Africa, from Europe, from US, from Canada, wherever you're watching us from. Please share the link. Invite your friends and family to join this conversation, because this is very important, especially to the youth, so that they will learn what we're discussing today. And thank you for your comments. I'm going to read all your comments if time permits us. I've got some on my phones, and also we're live now. We're going to read all of them. So, a man just sent a message. He was like, Princess, I want you to tell me what to do. I used to have money. I used to have a good job, right? I'm doing my own job, and now things has gone bad. Like, I've lost my job, and it's very difficult for me. Now my wife is disrespecting me because I don't have money like I used to. I've lost my job, I've lost my business, and she doesn't show me any respect. She talks to me anyhow, she treats me anyhow, and it's very frustrating, right? It's very frustrating. And I'm at the edge of divorcing her, or probably, if not, I'm going to do something, you know, drastic to myself. So she's asking for her advice. What do you think? What advice does this man need? Because he's at the edge. And most men, when they lose their jobs and all that, and they begin to lose respect from the wife, they tend to be, it can affect their mental health, which can cause depression and all that. And men, it's very difficult for a man to handle depression. you know that is why the higher the rate of suicidal among men is higher than the rates in women. So the way this man is sounding, to me, I'm a bit scared, because the next thing, we don't know what he's going to do. So what do you think? What advice do you think we should give to him?
Well,
Mm,
I'm gonna always go back to
exactly.
accountability,
Exactly.
because um men, please make sure
Right.
you know what your woman really wants from you, because there's a lot of women that just want you for your money.
That's
I'm
it.
sorry to say that, but it is women. If you don't have money, they don't want to be with you. And
Mm,
sound like that's what the problem is right now. But
mm,
I want to hope and pray
mm,
that you have to your wife and you've
right.
talked to her and you help her understand how she's making you feel,
Right.
because a lot of men choose to not go because they got their pride. Their pride won't let them go and
Wow.
talk to the wife and
Mm,
say, hey, this is what's going on. Times are hard, but they will get better. But we
right.
in this together. I need your support. I need
Right.
your love. And if you go to that woman and you telling this woman how you feel and how you need love and how you need support from her,
Mm,
and if she does not see it the way that you see it, friend, she was
yeah.
there only for your money. I'm sorry to
That's it.
tell you.
Mm,
And I'm not going to tell you to pray about that, because if that's the only reason why she was there only for the money, if
yeah.
you don't have no money, most of the time they gonna leave. It's just that's a
That,
woman's nature. It's sad, but it's true. If you
right.
can't take care of that woman needs financially, and she start being rude and disrespectful to you, first of
Mm,
all, she wasn't never wife material.
thank
I'm
you.
just saying, she wasn't
Mm,
never wife material in the beginning. See, men want to look at the woman's outer appearance because she looks so
mm,
beautiful. But
that's
what you
it.
forget, men, y'all
Mm,
don't take the time out to search our
mm,
soul. See, really, really, how devious, and evil we are. Oh yeah,
mm,
women. I'm a woman. I'm just being honest. You have to
that's
be
it.
careful. You have to
Mm,
make sure this woman ain't no materialistic woman.
right.
Because if she a materialistic woman, friend, you should have never been with her from the get-go. Get with a woman
Really.
who gonna tell you, she don't need you for your money. She
Mm,
needs you for something that you can't ever buy her. She needs
that's
you
it.
to love her. She take care of
Mm,
herself. Man,
that's
if
it.
you got plenty of money, you better start going to get with these women who gonna go ahead and tell you, oh, let me pay for it. Oh, let me
Yes.
take care. You
Mm,
know, so I'm gonna always pray for the men in these relationships, because they do need prayer, they do need guidance, they do need
right.
a better understanding when it do come to going out in this world to meet a
Mm,
wife.
yeah.
Make sure you talk to God first about your wife or your wife to be. Ask God, is this woman even any good for me? Is she with me for what I got? Or is she really with me for who I am? So
Right.
if your wife is not respecting you and things are just getting so out of control,
Right.
it might be time to leave. I mean, I hate to tell people to leave, but if it's because y'all ain't got no money, that
Mm,
ain't no good enough reason for her to be disrespecting nobody.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
why she wasn't working, why she don't have no money, why she
Mm,
can't bring nothing to the table, why her husband go find another job, because if he had a good job, that means you smart, that means another job is gonna come for you. But in the
right.
meantime, you still need your wife to be inspiring you, to encourage you, to
Mm,
love you, to nurture you. That's what a
yeah.
woman is. We're supposed to cheer you on. We're supposed to make you smile. We're supposed to
Mm,
make you see the light at the end of the tunnel. If you
That's it.
can't get a woman that's gonna pray for you, that's gonna cheer you on, that's gonna
Mhm.
be your strength when you are weak, that is not the woman that you need. So,
Of course.
friend, I'm here to tell you,
Mm.
go before her if you have not went before her. You need to
Right.
talk to her. You need to let her
Right.
know how she making you feel as a man. And
Mm.
it wasn't like that when you was providing for her. So if you
Mm.
was loving on me then, why can't you love on me now? Why
Right.
can't you bring my spirits up now? So you
Right.
really need to get to know her and really, really make sure this woman is for you for who you are, not for what
Oh,
you bring to the
that's the
table.
mistake
Because
that
what
many
God saw,
men do. Right. That's the
man,
mistake that many men do. You go after a woman, like you said, you go after a woman because of whatever they see. They want women with big ass, big boobs, looking all these glamorous and stuff. But all is money. Right. All is money. The wife that you're going in for, did you get to know her? Did you get to know what she's into and all that? Is she just a social media, whatever it is, Is she you living that kind of flashy life? This is what some men want. That is what they like. So if you
that's what
go
they
in for
think.
such a woman, of course, when the consequences, obviously this woman wants your money. What do you
Yeah, yeah,
expect?
yeah. See, that's what they think. They think.
Hmm,
Yeah, they think that's what they want. They think
right,
that's what they want because they leaning on their own understanding. See, they not
right,
thinking smart here. They
mm,
think it's smart here.
right,
You're not thinking smart here. You're not thinking
right.
about the long run. Looks fade away. What happens when her looks fade away? What happens when stuff start getting saggy? What happens when things don't look as good as they looked 10
Right.
years ago? What
Mm,
happens? So,
mm.
men, you have to watch those things. But I'm also here to tell you, brother, if God has something very powerful and special for you, what He
Yeah,
doing right now is He's going to go ahead and take away all the people that can't go where you going. So don't
yeah.
overthink. Don't look at it too hard. Look at it as a blessing. It's a blessing, a lesson in everything we go through. So it
Right.
may be a blessing that he needed you to see that this individual was not really for you. She didn't love who you was. She loved
Mm,
what you brought to the table. So
right.
God had to let you see. He had to let you hit rock bottom. So keep your
Mm,
eyes open. Keep your eyes open. He had to let you hit rock bottom for you to see
that's
this
it.
woman is not really for you.
Right.
Okay? So
Right.
now, if you let this woman go and you work on you for a season, and then
Mm,
next thing you know, God start blessing you 2 times as what
mm,
you had beforehand, because that's what
mm.
God does for the people that really try their best to do their best while they're in His world. Yeah, sometimes He have to get your attention, and however He have to get your attention, that's how He gonna get your attention to keep you away from the people that really ain't good for you, and those
Eh,
people that can't go on the journey that He already has for you. So
mm.
don't look at it so bad, brother. Look at it as, okay, my lesson is I see that my wife was really for me for what I got.
That's
Okay,
it.
God, so I'm ready for you to build me back up strong, more wiser. So
Thank
now
you.
when you bless me abundantly,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make sure the wife that you bring to me, God,
Mm,
I don't want you to let me pick no more. Because my
mm.
way didn't work the first time. My way didn't work, God. Can
That's
you
it.
pick for me? Can you bring me that woman? And when she feed my spirit, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's from God. See, a lot of
That's
people
it.
forget to let people feed your spirits first.
Mm.
Can't nobody feed your spirit and you receive it if they not meant for you.
Right.
So start letting people feed your spirit first. That's
Mm.
man or woman. Let them feed your spirit for a little bit.
That's
Let them
it.
feed your spirit. So it ain't that hard. It ain't that bad. It ain't as bad as you think it is. You just
Mm.
going through a little time for you to get to know yourself, love yourself. So the next time you ain't gonna let nobody treat you no kind of way. Because you're gonna
That's
start
it.
setting standards.
Mm-hmm.
Standards for your own self. We have
That's
to
it.
have standards.
Right. 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 Thank you so much. If you just tune in, this is the Pink Room Show with Princess Roy, and I have my wonderful guest on the show, always smiling, and we're discussing on the topic: why do some women disrespect their husbands or partners, or what will make a woman disrespect the husband, right? And we've talked about a lot of things, right? We've talked about someone was saying that the wife doesn't respect him anymore because he has lost his job, he's lost his business. So that's what we're talking about. That be careful as a man what you choose, what you go in for. And if you're a man, listen to me very carefully. Don't take other women for granted, because this is what some men, God will give you, or you will have a good woman, and then you will take that woman for granted. Obviously, if you go and take another woman, obviously, whatever you sow, you're going to reap, right? You're going to reap. So be careful the way you treat other women. That's my little advice. I'm going to advise some of the men. And also, like my dear friend said, that be careful, don't go in for a woman who you know that she's a materialistic woman who came after you because of money. You need to know the woman before you go in for. Right, because if not, this is what you're gonna get. This is what the consequences you're gonna face. Because whatever you sow, you're gonna repeat. Whatever that you invest in, that's what you're gonna get back. Okay, so if you choose a good woman, you take your time to know that woman, then you will know the kind of woman you live with. What they do now, the problem is that most men, or most of our generation, this generation, they don't take the time, like I said before, they don't take the time to know the woman. They will meet the woman on social media. The next thing is, oh, I love you. I feel I have this chemistry. This thing wasn't whatever is happening. They don't get a time to know the person, and then boom, they meet once or twice, and that's it. Let's get married. Right. I've met a few men on social media who will tell me, oh, why, I want to marry you. Let's marry. And that for me, I start running, because I ask myself, you don't know me. You don't know who I am. So why do you want me to marry you? You know what I mean? To me, it's a danger. It's a red flag to me. Right, but some women, when they hear about marriage, oh yes, because some men too are clever. They are very smart. Even if they don't love you, they will talk when they don't know that women love what do you call it? Marriage. So if you say marriage, if you think that, oh, that's it, you definitely fall into his hands. Same as the men. You meet a woman and she just chats with you, and you feel like, oh, she's beautiful, she's pretty, she's got this, everything, that her physical appearance will make you run into it and marry this woman without knowing her character, without knowing her soul. Like my friend said, you have to know the spiritual aspect of the person, the soul. What is the person, it's in the person. That's what is important. And through communication, to me, communication is very important in my life. If I meet a man who doesn't want to communicate, it's a red flag to me. I want someone who is willing to communicate, because that is where I'm going to know you. That's how you're going to know me. So you get what I mean? But then we don't take time to communicate. We don't take time to talk. We don't take time to know ourselves. It's just boom, marriage, and that's it. And many men are killing themselves. I heard about this issue. Let me say this one. I heard about this issue that there's this African lady, I think from Ghana, that was married to a man. That's she got married to the man. They've had kids already, right? They've got about 4 kids. And then at this point, after all this, marriage and 4 kids and everything, this woman says that I don't want you anymore. I don't love you anymore. What I have someone, my ex-boyfriend is the one I love. So I don't want you anymore. And knowing what this man has gone through for this woman, he ended up shooting the woman and then killed himself. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. If you take your time, you will know what the person is coming into. Right. So I have got a lot of text messages. I hope I'm going to be able to read all of them. A lady is also saying that. Oh, okay. She says that, Princess, if my husband shows me love, respect will follow. So what she's saying is that she is expecting the husband to show her love. And if the husband shows her love, she will respect the husband. So my question is, won't you respect your husband if he doesn't show you love?
So, ladies, Once again, y'all know I'm big on
Right.
self. You,
Right.
you do not allow someone else to get you out of character.
Thank
I don't
you.
care who it is.
That is
If
deep.
your
Yeah.
husband not loving you today, then love yourself. Who knows what he may be going through? But if you
Right.
respect yourself at all costs, if you respect yourself, you're gonna respect everybody in your space. How do you conquer
That's it.
evil? You conquer evil by doing good at all costs. So
Mm,
no, I'm gonna love no matter what. I'm gonna
that's
love
it.
no matter what. Because guess what? That's the trickery of the enemy talking right there. The enemy
Right.
want to come in, steal, kill, and destroy your joy. So if
Right.
my husband ain't loving me like I want to be loved, I can love myself. So
Right.
it might be something that he fighting and battling right now. That's why all of a sudden something done shifted in the household. Sometimes
Right.
stuff shifts in the household and we don't know that. I might not be feeling as good, but I'm acting like I feel good, but I don't want you to know I ain't feeling good. So now you can see that my energy level ain't as much as it used to be because I don't
Right.
want you to worry about me. I'm
Mm,
trying to fight this battle by myself. So
right.
no, I need you to love yourself at all costs. I need you to
Mm,
respect yourself at all costs. I need you to
yeah.
give love to everybody when they can't give you love back. Because guess what? At the end of the day, you're gonna always win on purpose. It's
Mm,
about you, friend. It's about you. If people don't love you the way that you want to be loved, you got a choice
right.
to get out of the situation. You don't
Right.
act like they act though. You gotta pick
Mm,
and choose which side you want to be on. You want to be on the good
right.
side or the bad side. See, I want to reap
Right.
good harvest everywhere I go. So no matter if
Mm,
somebody be rude and nasty to me, guess what? If my anxiety come up and I can't be back nice to them because they being rude and nasty to me, I just stop and
yeah.
be still. And what I'm
Right.
not gonna do is entertain it. What I'm not
Mhm.
gonna do is let you make my character be like your character. So
You.
no, we ain't matching energy around here. I'm tired of hearing people say I'm matching people's energy. We don't
Mm,
match energy. You love at all costs. If they not loving you like you want to be loved, you go sit down and have that conversation with them. Okay. If you
that's it.
choose to still stay their friend, and if they can't love you how you feel like you need to be loved, love yourself
Right.
like you feel. Most time you can't even love yourself like you want somebody else to love you.
To
So
love
no,
you.
I'm gonna
Right.
love at all costs. I'm gonna
That's
love
it.
at all.
Right. Wow. Okay. So I have, like I said, I have a lot of questions here. I've got a lot of messages here. But because of time, I want to talk about I want us to talk about this. Someone says that he said, Princess, my husband lost his respect the very first day he cheated on me. Right. I know this is very painful, right? And I know the men that are watching, you know, these things can bring disrespect, and sometimes we don't understand why. But my question is that the good reason for us to disrespect the man? I know it's very painful, but you know, when this man cheats, mm,
So
right?
it's a sad situation. I'm not
It
gonna
is
sit here and say it's nothing good about when either or a man or woman go outside of a marriage, a relationship, a friendship, whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
But once again, you have a choice to stay or leave, friend. I know I'm
thank you.
hurt, and I know I'm having these issues, and most of the time you saw the signs though. You see the signs when sometimes it because you a nagging wife. Most of the time
Mm,
because you ain't doing what you supposed to do right there in
what
the
supposed to do?
household.
Right.
You not playing your role, and so now what the husband do is go out and be with somebody just for that moment that's gonna
Yeah.
feed their spirit, what you supposed to feed at all costs, no matter what. It says
Mm,
in God's word that we don't supposed to be a nagging wife. Y'all understand that, right? See, that's why I'm always going back to God because you went
mm,
before God in marriage. So are you
mm,
going before God when all these problems coming up in your marriage? Because that ain't
right.
nothing but the enemy coming into your marriage trying to destroy what God put together. And God said
Yeah.
in his word, don't let no man destroy what he put together.
You put
So
together.
if
Right.
that man cheated for whatever the reason is he cheated, did you
Mm,
go before God first? I know you
mm,
try, y'all probably like, gosh, it ain't as easy. But it is easy for you to call your friend that don't
Right.
even care about really your relationship. It's
That's
easy
it.
for you to get on social media and start showing your
Right.
feelings and you acting out on social media. It's easy
Right.
for you to go be rude to your husband. It's easier
Mm,
for you to go through his phone and try to find that other woman. You're
mm.
still stressed and worried and aggravated. You're making the situation worse, friend. So
That's it.
if you choose to stay there, friend, you're gonna have to
Mm.
forgive. And if you
Right.
can't continue to trust him, you gotta leave. You gotta
Leave.
leave because guess what? Every time he go out of the house, he gonna control your feelings. He's gonna be
That's
in control of your now. Every
that's
time he do whatever he doing, life ain't gonna ever be peaceful no more. So if he
yeah.
cheated on you, and you know deep in your heart that you cannot let it go no matter what, friend, let the marriage go. You're gonna have to let it go
That's
because
it.
there's not gonna ever be peace between you and your husband ever again.
Mm.
It's just not. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you strong enough to go
Mm,
before God and say, God, he cheated on me.
mm.
If God, was it anything to see? I like to ask God, is it anything that I did first? First, let's work on me, God. Is there
Mm.
anything I did wrong in my marriage, my friendship, at the job, whatever it is, whatever I did wrong, can you fix me? Can you work on me? Can you help me to
Yeah.
be better? So
Mhm.
if you mend this marriage back together, the next time I don't fall short, I don't fall short. See, we need to
Mm.
be fixing it. We need to be praying for our husbands or our wives. So I'm a
That's it.
firm believer in you need to continue to pray for peace and healing because you hurt right now. But you
Mm.
still got to go before God because you have to heal. If you
Right.
don't heal, you never forgive and you're not going to ever trust again.
Leave.
And that marriage ain't going to ever
Leave.
work again. So either you going to go before God and you're going to heal and you're going to forgive because
Mm.
guess what? We don't pose to hold no grudges.
Mm.
If we forgive, we supposed to let it go and we supposed to keep moving forward. Let go of the past, keep moving forward and living in the now. So if you
That's it.
can't forgive and let it go, then
Mhm.
let the marriage go.
That's it. That's it. Right. Exactly. Because people hold on so much into, they know they can't handle it. They know it's difficult for them to stay in that marriage. They know the trust is gone. They know the happiness is gone. Everything is gone. But yet still, they just want to stay in there. And that is when things get so, get so dangerous. When all this anger is built up, this strife and everything. That's when you hear someone has killed the husband, someone has killed the wife, and all that. Because why? He didn't want to go. He didn't want to let this thing go. And then it will cause a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So what we can say is that, I mean, she's saying about women, but men, be careful. Why do you have to also think about it is not easy for a woman to be cheated. That's one thing we have to know. You chose to be with this woman. You chose to marry her. You met a lot of women out there. If you don't feel ready to be in a relationship, don't jump into marriage. Whatever reason why you are in the marriage thinking that I'm going to marry, some men, when it comes to same as women, when it comes to the points of their life and they feel like I'm growing, I'm aging, I want to settle down, I want to have my kids, I want to do this, and that's it. That's the reason you get into marriage. That's because you just want to have it. I'm old, I'm 40 plus, I need to marry, I need to settle down, I need to have kids. That is that is part of the reason, but shouldn't be the main reason why you're going to marry someone. Because I've met this woman now, my age is this, so I have to marry her. And after a few years, you will realize that you don't even love this woman anymore. You don't even have feelings for her, and then you start cheating. But you chose to be with this woman. You chose to marry her. You chose to. So you need to, whatever it is, that if you find her now not attractive, whatever, you need to work on it. You don't have to cheat on her. It's either you be married or not married. It's two things. You can remain single and enjoy all the women in the world. But if you say you want to marry, then you have to be a responsible man and stop running around all these side chicks and all that. Because it's painful. If a woman cheats on you, you wouldn't be happy. They say that men always cheat. It's part of their lifestyle. Every man cheats, every man cheats, every man. So it's become a norm, you know. And some men are using that as a tool just to cheat.
Yep,
Which is
I
not,
agree.
yeah.
I agree. But
Mm,
us women, we have to start setting a tone. We have to
right.
start standing strong, firm, and bold with our walk and with our talk. And we have
That's
to demand respect, not continue to tolerate it. A lot of
right.
women are tolerated. Why?
Right.
That still says there's something wrong with you as a woman if
Yeah.
you continue to let this individual disrespect you, go out and cheat on you. Fix
Right.
whatever it is within yourself and then set a tone.
Right.
Hey, if you're gonna keep doing this, then I'm gonna leave. See, a lot of
Right.
men keep doing it because they know the woman ain't gonna leave. And most of the time the woman don't leave because she looking at where I'm gonna go. I don't want to go
Oh,
home. I don't
that's so
want, I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna settle and I'm gonna stay here. Well, if you're gonna settle and you're gonna stay here, friend,
mm,
you have to learn how to deal with the
deal with
consequences
it.
that
That's
come.
it. Right. Right. And some women also, I remember we did talk about why do some women stay in an abusive relationship. And they were saying that most of them were saying because of my kids, because of my kids. And the thing is, you are in a deadly situation now. Your life is at risk, and you're living there because of your kids. Right. So, our lady, our guest has already spoken. My dear friend says that you have to know your value. You have to know who you are. You need to set your standard, right. Let the man know that if you cheat, this is me. I'm not going to stay. It's a choice. It's a choice. I told a friend of mine, he was saying that, oh, if a man cheats, is normal. If a man marries two or three, is so. I said, okay, I do agree. I do agree. But first, when you meet a woman, be honest to her. Sit her down, tell her, listen, this is me. I love different women. I can't stay with one woman. So I do cheat. This is me. Be real. Be real. This is me. Okay. I can't marry one woman. I want to marry two or three. Do you agree with me? Do you want to still be with me? Do you mind if I marry another woman or not? If that woman loves you, she will say, okay, yeah, I want to be with you. Then you want her in advance. Oh yes,
You're right.
oh
You're
yeah.
right.
Just be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Just tell her, if you want to, we're talking about why do some women disrespect their. If you want a woman to respect you, you need to respect yourself too. You need to, respect yourself too. And these are the things that you make you lose respect, before your wife or before any woman or partner. So be truthful. Tell the person, I can't be. Some men say that they can't. They say they can't eat one food for the rest of their lives. They want varieties. Yeah. So when you're dating the woman, tell the woman, I want varieties. I'm kind of man that cannot live with one woman. I can't sleep with one woman. I can't be with. I want different women. Add that to your portfolio. Put it on your CV, right? Put it on your CV. Put them on the CV. Let us read it. Let us read you. If I want to be with you, why not? Yeah, I love you so much. And I still agree with you. I want to be with you. Regardless you cheating, regardless you want side chicks, regardless you want varieties of whatever it is, I do want to be with you. But don't come and lie. Put on the lies on the CV and tell me, oh, it's only you that want to be with. I want to be. No, please, come on, come on, come on, man, come on, come on. Let's. You have to hold your respect, as the Bible says that we added this Bible to it. We said that a man, you should love your wife. If you love your wife, you wouldn't hurt her. You wouldn't cheat on her. You wouldn't do all these things to her, regardless how it is. Or every man can cheat, whatever it is. If we have mistakes and we have deliberately doing something. Some men do it because they want to do it. Like I said, be real. Tell the woman, put it on your CV, put it on in your portfolio. This is me. This is me. This is what I want to do. And if that, like I said, if I love you, I will be with you. 100%. Don't lie. The lying is too much. The lying is too much. You will lose your respect. If you want to, they say that respect is earned. You can't command respect. Once you break that respect, it's hard for you to get it back. It's so hard for you to get it back. So if you want your woman, your wife to respect you, you have to also do something that will make her respect you. Be the head, be the example. That's what you're supposed to be. Be that example to that woman. And she trusts me, she will respect you. If you find a good woman, no matter what, she will respect you. But don't cause her pain and expect her to love you, to respect you. It's painful. Even our own children, if we offend our children and we hurt them so much, it's hard for them. The way we treat our children, we will receive the same thing back. It's like you're sowing a seed and you are sowing what do you call it? What should I? You are sowing a sunflower, flowers, and you're expecting to have a roses. It doesn't work that way. Whatever you sow is what you're going to reap. If you sow a good into the woman, you will have that. If she's a good woman, you're going to reap that good back. Trust me. No matter how, even if that woman is evil, love conquers everything. It's powerful. That's why God says that love your wife as Christ loved the church. So love is something that's strong. So if you love that woman, she will give you all the respect that you need. All the respect. She will worship you. Trust me. Unless you're going for the wrong person, that's your business, because you didn't take your time to get to know her. That's your business. But if you take your time to choose the right woman and you love her, you don't cheat on her, you don't cause her pain, she will respect you. You will earn that respect. Trust me. You earn it. Right. So I think our time is fast spent. I will just allow my guests always smiling to share her last advice, anything else you want to tell our viewers, and then I'll read some of the comments that I have on my phone and here. If I'm not able to read your comment, please forgive me, because we have different platform that we are streaming on now. There's some of the messages that I might not be able to read it. So if I'm not able to read it, please forgive me. The next time, if I have time, I'll put your comment down and then we'll read it back to you. Thank you so much for watching. So any last advice you want to give to our audience, please? Our viewers, please.
Y'all just keep going. Keep
Wow.
pushing.
Wow.
Don't let the current situation stop you from planning, okay? Don't let your past stop you from being who you can be right now. Keep going. Keep pushing, okay?
Wow.
Don't let the enemy keep coming into your mind and telling you what you can't have. Start telling the enemy who you gonna be. But the only way you can be that person, you guys, if you gotta fix you gotta work on yourself. You have to take accountability of all your flaws, all your imperfections, all the things that people say about you. Fix you, work on you, keep going, keep pushing, and the best is yet to come. But you have to seek the good, and everything else you let go. Quit entertaining the enemy. If you continue to entertain the enemy, that's all you're gonna get is evil. If you continue to plant good seeds everywhere you go, good is gonna find you. So it's what you do in your life that you are living right now. You can have all that you want and more, but you have to conquer evil with good. You have to seek the good out of everything that you are going through, and everything else you can't handle, friends. Just let it go in the atmosphere. Keep pushing until you get to the finish line. We are all overcomers, but it starts with you and it starts with me. Not what they did to you last year, not what you went through 20 years ago. I need you to forgive from the past. I need you to forgive yourself, and I need you to enjoy the now. It's how bad you want change in your everyday life. It's yours. You are overcomer, friend. It's yours.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah. So my advice to especially the young ones who are coming to youth, be very careful, right? Take your time. Don't jump into anything. Don't just look at your friend who is getting married quickly. Don't think about, someone is ahead of you. Everything is timing. Everyone has got their own time. They have got their own seasons. So don't rush into any marriage. Don't rush into any man, whatever it is, because you feel like your feelings. Feelings is different from love. Love and feelings, they are two things. Love and feelings are two things, right? So stop that. I'm in love. We have this chemistry. I don't know whatever signs, love that we feeling this chemistry going on, whatever it is, because you feel like you are gelling with someone. No, it is more to it than feelings. Whatever you feel like you are, that connection that you have, right? You can have that connection with someone that you people can have this kind of same kind of vibes and stuff and all that. But when it comes to marriage, it's different thing altogether. It's deeper than what you think. So spend time, get to know the person, and communication. Men, if you want to earn your respect, if you want to gain your respect, if you want to maintain your respect, find a woman who you understand, that can communicate well, that you can understand well, someone that you can love, a woman you can love. That will make it easier for you to love, so that you can love her and she will give you the respect that you require. And take your time. Don't rush into anything. So that's my last advice to you. If you just tune in, I'm sorry. I can see people still coming in, but I'm sorry. Our time is fast spent. And we're going to end the show. You can still watch it on Roy Network, on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe so that every time we come live, you will receive an alert from us, so you can tune in and watch us live on Roy Network, YKA TV, and Abedin TV, all over the world. All right. So before you go, always smiling, can you tell us where we can find you, your social media platforms and everything, that people who want to know you more, follow you?
Hello, you guys. You can find me. I'm on just two platforms.
Right.
I'm on TikTok and I'm also on Instagram, but I'm on TikTok a little bit more. I go live on TikTok way more than normal, I think sometimes. But
Right.
I'm on both social media platforms as always smiling underscore blessed. So how
Right.
you see always smiling, and then you just hit it with an underscore
Right.
blessed, and you will find me on TikTok, and you will also find me on Instagram. And if you need anything, just send me a DM, and I go in, especially on Instagram. If you really want me, you want to go on Instagram, because my Instagram is not as busy as my TikTok. My TikTok is a little bit more busy. I can't keep up with the comments that's in TikTok, but you can find me at always smiling underscore blessed on TikTok or Instagram. But if you really want to talk to me, you want to come into my DM on Instagram, because it's not as busy.
Right. Okay. I hope I made it easier for you, because before we're gonna have you on the show, you said you haven't done live like this. You do live yourself, but then having this kind of interactive or talk show like this, you haven't done it before. I hope you did enjoy yourself on the show today.
I did, yes.
That's good. Right. So hopefully we're gonna have you back on the show. Right. Right. Thank you so much for having coming on the show. We're also if you want to follow the Pinkham Show, we are on Facebook. It's Princess Roy. Also, we have the Pinkham Show on Facebook as well. We also on TikTok, and also on Instagram is Rich at the Pinkham Show. Where you go, that you can find us. We have Princess Roy fan page on Instagram. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you to my wonderful, always smiling, for coming on the Pink Room Show. Right. So people are saying that Princess, you not read. Okay, so let me read your messages. There's a few that I can see. Okay, so I have Blessings C Makube. I'm not sure where you're watching us from. She said very impressive. Thank you for watching. David says that I'm waiting for her. Okay, so we're here now, all right. And I have Emmanuel saying that excellent. Thank you. And I have Rose saying I think all the way from Belgium, Brussels. That's my mom. Hey, she says thanks for your advice. Thank you. And I have someone also saying that, Princess, I really enjoy the talk show. Tell Miss always smiling that we want to see her more on the show because she was so um so good. Right. So that's up to you, right? So they say they want to see you more on the Pink Room show. Someone is saying that is fantastic. That's phenomenal. We really enjoy the show. Someone is also saying that what a great talk show. I was very happy to join you to watch you today. Thank you. Someone is also saying all the way from Canada, saying that Princess, oh, thank you. He said this is another one, another great talk show. Thank you for always doing this great job. Thank you too for watching. Sorry, I can't read all the messages. So we're gonna say bye to you for now. And like I promised, another time I will read your messages. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe buttons and join us same time next month on the Pink Room Show with Princess Roy. Bye bye.